order to be number one, listen to what I'm saying. In order to be number one, in order to be on top, you gotta condition your mind. I'm gonna tell you something. Rule of thumb number one is elimination. Elimination is rule number one. Why? Why do you have to eliminate things? Because if you never heard of the acronym GIGO, G-I-G-O, garbage in, garbage out. Rule number one to mind conditioning, elimination. You gotta eliminate some stuff. You gotta eliminate some people. Okay? I'm just being 100% real. You gotta eliminate some people. You gotta let some people go. You know, if you've been gossiping with a person for 5-10 years and you trying to become better and you trying to condition your mind and put yourself in the right mind frame, you gotta let that person go. Okay? A lot of time people would say, I'm gonna let something go, I'm not gonna do this no more, and then you think you eliminate somebody, but you really don't eliminate them, you really don't move them out the way. All you do is reposition them, and when you reposition them, all you doing is taking them from one spot in your life and placing them in another spot in your life, only for them to show up and do the same thing that y'all was doing 5 years ago. No, you gotta eliminate some stuff. First thing is people. Some people gotta go. I'm just being 100% real. Sometimes you're gonna have a small circle, and that's okay. If you got a small circle of 5 great friends that's on the same track as you and can speak life into you, they can uphold you and uplift you and empower you, then you got a phenomenal family. I'm trying to tell you, like, you gotta eliminate some stuff. Number two, you gotta be real careful about what you allow your eyes to see, your ears to hear, and your mouth to speak. That's rule number two. You gotta be very careful what you allow your ears to hear, your eyes to see, and your mouth to speak. You gotta be very careful with that, because I'm telling you, a lot of things you hear is not information that's gonna help you and it's gonna empower you, it's gonna grow you. A lot of information that you receive, most likely 90%, and the average land of the common man, 90%, which is what you hear, is not gonna uplift you, is not gonna take you to that next level, it's not gonna empower you. So I'm telling you, that right there with the stuff you allow your ears to hear, trash, okay? You gotta eliminate that. Elimination, you gotta eliminate that. Number two, what you allow your eyes to see. A lot of times this starts in the childhood, okay? They always say, train a child up in the way they should go, and then, you know, and when they grow and become a man, or when they mature of age, that knowledge and wisdom that you imparted should always be with them, you know, when they're out of your eyesight. So, I'm telling you right now, you gotta be careful what you allow your eyes to see. You know, a lot of times, we don't see the right thing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us have grew up in broken homes, a lot of us have seen abuse, a lot of us have seen drugs, a lot of us have seen people get killed, a lot of us have seen people get beat, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people have seen people get stabbed, you know, etc., etc. So I'm just like, you know, a lot of people, we see a lot of things, but then you gotta start watching things that's gonna empower you. You gotta start watching God's beautiful world around you. You gotta start listening to, not per se the news is good too, but you gotta start listening to stuff that's gonna empower your mind, that's gonna help shape and mold your mind. You know what I'm saying? You gotta read things that's gonna empower and sharpen your mind, that's gonna condition you or put you in a mind frame, or at least give you a starting foundation of where, you know, like in the direction you should go. So that's number two. The thing, next point, be careful what you speak, okay? Not every action requires a reaction, all right? Not everything in your life and thing that's happened to you or happened to people around you requires you to react. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good. They always say the wise is the last to speak, because when the room is talking, the wise is listening. They're intaking. You know what I'm saying? They listening, and when they listening, they're listening with intent. So you got to be careful about everything. Don't require reaction. Everything does not require you to react upon or go in or go ham, or as the young generation say, turn up, or like just go crazy, you know what I'm saying, like you want to hurt somebody. It doesn't always require that. Sometimes life is for people who's really about it and people who really want to get it. Life is about listening. It's 99% of listening with intent, because I can't understand you or understand your points unless I listen with intent. You get what I'm saying? So to condition your mind, you gotta first elimination. That's rule number one. Rule, principle, basis number one. Elimination. People. Be careful what you allow your ears to hear. Be careful about what you allow your eyes to see. Be careful about what you allow your tongue to speak. That's why he said the tongue is like a two-edged sword. If you speak foolish things, then you shall wreak havoc and chaos. But if you speak wise things and things of wisdom, you shall reap the harvest and enjoy the fruit thereof. I'm trying to tell you, like, conditioning your mind is so important, because what you envision for your life starts in the mind. It's all a puzzle. If you seeing yourself having this type of lifestyle for your family, if you seeing yourself having a big house, if you seeing yourself having a fancy car, if you see yourself being financially wealthy or having a substantial amount of income, if you seeing yourself having X amount of kids, if you seeing yourself providing for generations to come after you have already passed and gone, if you see yourself, this all starts in the mind. It's a condition, y'all. But when you speak things of poverty, when you speak things of defeat, when you speak things of death, when you speak things of sickness, that is an illness. Okay? That's an illness. So I want you to understand, like, what it is to walk in prosperity and what it is to stay in poverty. And that all starts in the mindset. That all starts on how you condition your mind daily, even from the things you eat. That's number 3. The things you eat. You got to be careful about the things you intake. A lot of things we intake is not good for our body. God said everything that's good and provided for the nourishment of the body is provided naturally in the earth. So you got to start looking at things. Like, I'm not saying everybody's gonna be a health nut, okay? That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is taking consideration of your temple and what you're feeding it. Because a lot of foods will cause you to be fatigued, will cause you to be overweight, will cause you to get diabetes and high blood pressure. So just be conscious of the food you intake, all right? So that's rule number 3. Last and final rule. I talk about it all the time. You already know what it is. Execute on what you put your mind to. If you got an idea on the plan, execute. Simply put, execute on what you condition and putting on your mind. If you putting positive things in, execute on those things. If your daily meditation is saying, I want to write a book and I'm going to do 10 pages a day, I'm going to write 10 pages a day, execute on it. Execute on it. If you saying I'm gonna go out here and I want to build me a shed, I'm gonna start on one side, I'm gonna get that done in one day, execute on it. Whatever vision you set forth in your mind, that's what's gonna manifest. If you set a vision of nothing and your board is blank in your mind, that's what you're gonna manifest. Nothing. But if you manifest a life in your mind on your board and prosperity for your family, and abundance for your family, and abundance for your generations to come, and your lineage is blessed, that's what's gonna manifest. So always, guys, I think it's very important to condition your mind and take in consideration of how you condition your mind. Your mindset is everything. Become cautious, become aware.